Howdy folks, welcome to Rising World. I made a few videos on this and streamed it some, so some of you might be familiar with it if you've been around the channel for a while. If you're not, it's a big open kind of sandbox game where you can survive and craft and do all kinds of stuff. They just came out with an update which includes animal husbandry, so I've been setting myself up a little bit of a pig pen. We're going to finish building that. I went and got a pig. This one is dirty. I think it's just a random texture. There were two dirty ones and a clean one. Also, as far as I can tell, they don't have separate like sow or boar models or anything. I think you just throw a couple pigs in and they make more pigs. Maybe. We're going to find out. We turned the HUD back on. Had that turned off for screenshots and whatnot. But yeah, I crafted myself a rope and you can go lead animals around. So let's see if we can get it. I don't know if they'll go over the... You go over the block? Not so much. Alright, I might have to build a ramp. I don't think there's any way to tie them up, so we're just going to have to let him go and hope for the best. Let me get my rake. Smooth this out a little bit. See if that'll help any. Maybe. I think he's going to try to go back to his pig friends. Catch animals. So we can catch him. He gives a little oink. You pull on the rope. There we go. Got him up over the hump. All right. Now the question is, will you stay in here, or will you escape through here? I don't think he can get through the gap, but I don't know for sure. So one of the cool things about this game is you can do really like free-form building. And you can make all kinds of different shapes. So I have some wood that I've made into these cylinders. And I wanted to make some light out here. So I'm going to put down a cylinder for a torch. And let's see. Actually, no. I want to sledgehammer out. I want that to be a little smaller. I'm going to make it pull. So I can resize this. You can see the size down there at the bottom. 0.5 by 0.5. What's that going to look like? Oh, look, the other pig came over to him. Let's take advantage of that. Hey, piggy. How's it going? Is this your friend? Let's get you in the pig pen as well. Yeah, man. Up and over the block. No, you got to get up over the... Oh, no. Oh, no. No, you get over there. You come here. Oh, you were so close. You almost had it. Come on. Come on. No, you stay in here. You stay in here. Here, go in there with your friend. Go in there with your friend. I mean, if we're just going by models, we've got two sows here. I don't know if we can get baby pigs or not. We'll see if it works out. All right, get you kind of in the middle. We'll pull you up through here. There we go. Success. We'll close that gate. Okay, let's get... I want to get a lamp post made here, basically, is what I'm working on. So you can freeform the shapes. You can make basic shapes like I have stone blocks I was making this out of. I've got wood blocks I was making those posts out of. You can make round, curved. You can make all kinds of different shapes. This is not necessarily a building tutorial, but I'll show off some of it. And then that's actually a little bit bigger of a pole than I wanted. So I'm just going to use my sledgehammer and get rid of that. In fact, I might go ahead and make a little bit of a foundation for that. And I could use my stone block. Swap you out real quick. Could do that. Or we could make it, let's make it a little different size. So it looks somewhat different than those foundations over there. So again, I can make this any size I want. So let's bump it into like 0.6 by 0.6. There we go. And then we'll make this pole even smaller. So I'm using shift and the arrow keys to just narrow this down. Yeah. It looks, oh, look, the whole pig family is here. Okay. I mean, if you want to go in with your friends. No, you guys got to stay in here. You stay in there. That's interesting. They want to, like, be together, I guess. Maybe I took the chief pig. I'm just going to call them pigs. I don't know if they're sows or boars or whatever, but if you're a pig farmer, don't get all bent out of shape. We used to raise pigs when I was a wee lad. And my uncle was a pig farmer his whole life. But I don't know a ton about all the intricate details. Okay, I want a torch. I don't think I have any of those out here. Swap those. We can put you back up. So I want to go craft a torch and put on here. So I've got these various things around here giving off light that I've crafted. And there's a whole lot going on in this game. You can see some of my other videos for all that. I do want to look at, I don't remember, is it equipment? It's been a little while since I played this. No, is there something called lights? General, there we go. Torch, standing torch. If I just look for torch, there it is, wall torch, that's what it's called. What do I need to make that? I need to make a torch, and I need an iron sheet. Okay, well I can make the torch. Oh, I don't have any sticks. All right. I have sticks out here? I don't. I have sticks in my house. There's my horse. He's hanging out in his stable. Welcome to the Brown Fedora Club. Let's go get some sticks from here. Sticks. There we go. There's a way to split a stack, and I don't remember how to do it. So I'm just going to take all of those, and I can actually craft here. So we want a, let's go ahead and make like, I don't know, 4 more. Actually, I should look. Do I have any of these crafted already? Here's an example of some of the different shapes you can make, like arcs and stairs and whatnot. I might actually want some stair steps. I'm going to take that with me. But maybe we should do a different... No, I think that's for the concrete walk I had. I'm going to change my mind 40 times. We're going to need some iron sheets. I don't think I have any torches made. Made a bunch of candles. Okay, let's go ahead and make let's just go ahead and make half a dozen wall torches. So I'm going to craft 6 of those. Now I want to look for torch again. Apparently hitting enter doesn't work. We'll delete that. Tap it in again. There we go. Wall torch. And then we're going to make 6 of those. Oh, you have to make those at the anvil. Gotcha. I do believe the anvil is outside in my smithy. You can make, like I made this flagstone, you know, walkway and stuff. You can make some really interesting things. I'm not the best builder in the world, but I kind of tried to make a thatch roof on my stone house here. And I made a little brick patio with a smithy. There's people that make some really intricate, detailed stuff. And with the way you can resize everything, like you can, like this started as just a wood block, and then I reshaped it to look like a plank. You can make a whole house with like stick construction if you wanted to. Okay, craft that up. There we go. Now we got our wall torches. And I wanted to stick one on our little piggy light here. Let's kind of make it kind of angle destruction. And boom. Oh, we got to hold it to place objects. There we go. And if I hit F on that, perfect. That'll give us a little light out here. We're working. All right, I can get those put away. I can get that put away. Really, all I need at the moment is my sticks. My sorry, my wood blocks. So I'm going to be taking these out. And then, oh shoot, I need to... I don't have this shape anymore. Surprisingly, it has that shape. I don't remember if there's a way to... I think there's a way to copy. Let me fill that up real quick. One thing you do is hit F1. It gives you kind of a quick help for stuff. But there is a ton of options. What is the radial building menu is hold C. All right. Let's try that. I'm going to get back on my wood block. I'm going to look at that. I'm going to hold C. Then is there a copy? Move, pivot, collisions. Maybe I had to save a preset. It's been a little while. Flip, mirror, reset, reset. Yeah, I think I would have had to save a preset in order to make that work. All right. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and make this post again. So I know it's going to be 0.2 because I can narrow that down. Then I believe I made it 1.5 tall. Yeah. Awesome. Now if I hold this down, I say save preset. I'm going to call this fence post. Maybe wood fence post or fence post wood. There we go. All right, now if I change the shape to something completely different, or I can even load it in a stone block. Load preset. Yeah, cool. All right. I've not used that feature before. I knew it had a way to do it. So I don't want that. I want to reset everything. Mode. Reset size. There we go. Reset size, reset. Let's just reset everything. And that will be back to our basic block. I don't know if there's a key for that, so we'll make a preset. Save preset. Oops. Save preset. We'll say block. Then I can just switch back and forth easily. All right, let's get our wood in here, and we'll say load preset fence post. Boink. There we go. So I want to go through here. I need to take these out. Just scroll up, or sorry, scroll down twice. They don't like the sledgehammer, apparently. Cool. Well, that works in my favor. We'll just put fence posts all around. Oh, wait, did I lose a pig? No, they're all three standing together. Looked like I lost a pig. You can see there's a grid system here. You can change the grid system on the fly to be whatever you want. That's how I got the gate lined up over there. So it doesn't look like they can escape through the fence post. That's good news. Then I'm going to plan to make some planks to finish out this fence. I need to get you a food trough built, don't I, piggies? I didn't read the patch notes fully. I don't know if we need to feed them in order for them to breed. They breed out in the wild. There was a baby pig down there. Oh, we need to go get the baby pig. I think there were 3 pigs and a baby. What the heck is that? Oh, that's that's my fence post. I'm such a dummy. Right, let's get this finished up, and then they can't escape. And we'll go look for baby pig. Oh no, I'm out of blocks. I'm out of wood blocks. There we go. They can't escape. So I need to go get some more wood blocks. I could change that shape back. We'll leave that the way it is. I should have plenty of wood inside, but I know I've got some in here to use. Cannot remember how to split a stack. Can do it. All right, so we're going to go to general. No, sorry, building. And then you have all these different textures basically for blocks. So I want to pull up, you know what, I don't have one of those in here. I think it was 103. Let's look at it. No, it's 105. So I know the blocks I'm making were this block. And let's go ahead and make like 50 more of those. So then it'll say select shape. And then we can make them basically any of these shapes we want. You can get really intricate. I'm just using regular old blocks for the moment. Graph that up. And now we have some more wood blocks. And it has not remembered what we were building with, but since we have our preset, we can say load preset inspost. Oh no, that's a different, these aren't 103. Okay, or 105. Well, if we hit tab, we can see that is, oh, it's 109. Okay, well, need to go make some 109. I don't remember if I can change these. We'll have to find out. I know you can change shape. I don't know that you can change texture. 109 is what I was using for that. Okay. So I think if I right click, no, there's a way to change. There it is. If you put it in your inventory, you can say change shape. But we can't, like I could change it into say a half cylinder. Now they're half cylinders. But we can't change its texture, so that's my bad. I picked the wrong texture, but we have more wood. We'll make some of the real ones. 109 is what we need. I've got 42. We'll just say, yeah, make me the max. Well, no, actually, let's make 10 more of those. Maybe 20 more of those. And then I can use the other, I can use this for the cross pieces. So it'll be a slightly different wood texture. That's the ticket. What's up, pigs? Quick, let me load a preset. There we go. Now we have those guys all around. Before it gets too dark, let's go take a quick look for a baby pig. I was going to get my horse, but we'll just hoof it over there. Oh yeah, I think I see him over there. That's where the pigs were. Baby pig. I like having one toolbar slot free so I can have an empty hand. Is that a rock? That may just be a rock. Oh no, where'd the baby pig go? I'm going to put my helmet on. My mining helmet, because it has a built-in light, which will help as it gets darker. That's a dandelion. The little piggy, he was pretty small. Oh, there he is. I can just pick him up. Nice. All right, come on, baby pig. We're going to go to your friends. Oh, this needs to be a screenshot. Get the sun right off your snout. I kind of wish there was a key to toggle all the hood. All right, Piggy. We're going to go to put you over here with your friends. One big happy pig family. Then we'll know that we already have one baby pig. So we'll see if we get more than one baby pig. And then can I just put you down? Yeah, right click, put you down. All right, cool. There you go. The whole pig family got moved over here. Very nice. So let's take this other board that we have. We're going to turn this into like a plank. I'm going to turn the light off for now. It's a little disconcerting. And let me just reset this back to block. There we go. You can also just go into the other menu, but it's easier just to load the preset. All right, so we're going to... How wide can I make this? I can make it pretty wide. So let's make it around that wide, but I want to go thin and then use it this way as well. So about like that. Let's make it go. I'm going to shrink my grid down. I want it to go between that many posts, maybe. Made it a couple different lengths. You there, and then you need to go there. Yeah, 3 meters. That'll work. The problem is I can't snap. I could start on there. That'll work. See how that looks for a top board. And then I'm going to go ahead and save preset to 3 meter fence board. Actually, let's do fence board 3 meters. Oops. We'll come in like that. Yep. Now, one thing they haven't changed is you can't rotate the texture as far as I know. So it looks a little goofy. Maybe someday we'll be able to rotate that. Rotate the texture. The texture is like world aligned. They don't align to the object. Okay, and then I need to rotate. Just need to go back to 3 meters. I don't remember how to rotate. So hit F1. Oh, it's not holding a modifier? Gotcha. We'll rotate that 90 degrees. That's almost where I want it, but not quite. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Went that way, and then there's a, is it manual? Manual positioning enabled. I need to knock my grid down, maybe? Yeah, there we go. This game is like, it's so powerful with what you can do. There we go. Bring it back to full grid for now. Turn off manual positioning. Reload my preset. Is getting dark out here. Turn my light on again. We just come across here with our 3 meter boards, and then we'll have to do another resize here as well. I'm going to guess it's something like that, and then we're going to go to manual positioning, bring my grid down, resize it a bit, bring it over, size it a bit more. Is that right? Yeah, it's a little bit off there, isn't it? I want to file that under good enough. Turn off manual positioning. Then we're going to load back in the board. And then we're going to rotate again. Back to 0. There we go. Let's just go ahead and do the long boards. That piggy. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Arrow up and down is changes. That's what throws me off a bit. All right, back to manual positioning. Let's bring the grid down a little bit. Resize that just a hair. It doesn't. I must have messed up the math somewhere. It doesn't quite line up with the grid, but that's fine. It is good enough. Good enough. So what? I'm going to go sleep through the night because it is getting pretty darn dark out here. Probably hard for you guys to see. There's a full day-night cycle, as you can see, and it is a beautiful game. How am I doing on? I'm not doing great on hunger and thirst either. That is the thing. It's not hard to survive. It is just a thing you have to do. Once you get your like initial food situation under control, you're golden forever. Like I have a garden out here. I've got more food than I could ever possibly eat. That's a whole thing in the game as well. Gardening, growing your own food. They have some bacon here soon. There's also electric lights. Like it's not reality. That's important to keep in mind. It's not reality. But I can go back here to my bed that I made and I can snooze. And then it'll be daylight out again. There are bandits and wolves and stuff around. I don't think there's any wolves necessarily around my house, so we should be pretty safe. There are like bandit encampments around if you want to go have some rudimentary combat. Emphasis on the rudimentary. All right, sun's going to be coming up. It's going to be another beautiful day here in Pigland. Yeah, that light's almost too bright. Can I just pop a torch over here real quick? There we go. The player doesn't cast shadows as far as I know, so there's that. All right, we're going to want to bring the grid down. Switch on manual positioning. Mess something up. There we go. That turn off. Manual positioning is handy. I wonder if I rotated that the wrong way or something. It seems like it's just off a little bit. But it's a pig pen. It's not, you know, a presidential palace. Be okay. There we go. And then I've actually forgotten. How do I hold F on that? There we go. Pick up. I'll put it back in my inventory. I do need to eat some food. I just realized. I've got some bread on me. See my little hunger and thirst down there in the lower right. There we go. We ate some bread. All butter. And then I've got various containers around because they will fill up from the rain. Let's make sure we're topped off on water. And I think, you know, I mean, it's not awesome, but it's a pig pen. Now the question is, do you guys need food? I don't actually know. Also, I'd kind of like to get some kind of a food trough in here for you. Also, I do have chickens. I know, I'm pretty sure in the patch notes it said you do need a rooster for the chickens. So they're laying eggs, but I don't, as far as I know, they won't make more chickens unless there's a rooster. Don't know if the same can be said for the pigs. Maybe there are boar out there and these just all happen to be sows with a baby pig that spawned. I don't know. Let's go see if we can make some kind of trough or something for the pigs. I've got a little bit of wood left. Let's see what our options are. So if we look at, say, food. No. Trough. Yeah, look at that. Thought I'd made one for the horsies. A container which can be filled with water. Okay, so it's just for water. Got it. Well, we'll put one over by the pigs. We got one for the horses, so we'll give one to the pigs. And we will put you over. Oh, I didn't put the board over here. Whoops. We'll fix that. Okay, manual positioning, and then let's make this a low trough since it's. Would you get out of the trough, pig? I'm trying to do something here for you. We'll make it a low trough since it's for the pigs. There we go. Beautiful. That will fill up then with the rain. And I totally forgot to do this corner. Let's get that done. $90 degrees. We'll make that longer. Sure we're on the right plane. Huh, nailed it. Okay. My grid back to default. So I never really paid much attention. Does the grid affect the ground too? No, it's one size. Okay. If I'm in this mode, I make the grid smaller and then I go to my, say, rake. Yeah, okay, the ground is just one grid size. Got it. Kind of thought that was the case, but I couldn't remember. And I'm going to go ahead and set this back to just block. All right, piggies. I kind of wanted to put you some food in there, but I think all the containers it has are going to fill up with rain. I can go get you some food from the garden, or I can look inside. We have a lot of food. Storages. There's a tub. Yeah, it can be filled with water. I think all these are going to say they can be filled with water. That's fine. All right, I will throw some food in with the piggies. I don't know that they need food. We'll give it a try. Oh, my little tree's growing up. Look at it go. Brought a little palm tree up here. It was just a little sprig earlier. Lots of different tree variety as well. Just a darn cool game. And I haven't quite reached the end. I need to, as far as progression, I need to, I think, make gunpowder maybe? I forget exactly where I left off. Let's not get too distracted. I want to find some food for the piggies. I think I've got all my food in here. It's treasures. There's food. They like pumpkins, right? Get some pumpkins. We'll get them some tomatoes. And I'm actually going to look up and see, how do I split a stack? Movement, actions, interaction, crafting, drop, place, unequipped map. Oh, I can just copy the block with middle mouse. Nice. Split item stack. Optional hotkey to split an item stack in inventory while hovering. You're sure you can split a stack without setting a hotkey, but I don't remember. It didn't seem to be like shift or control, like, oh. Let's try that. Let's try right click. All right, let's throw some food in here and see if the piggies notice it all. I don't know if they even need food to do their thing. Then I want to clean up the ground a little bit here. Yeah, it's a little coarse, but that'll do it. Maybe we can just put some steps in here. Brought these stone steps over. So you can use left mouse and drag out a shape, and then right click to place. That was R to rotate. I guess it's not. Played too much Valheim lately. Workbench must be in proximity to perform this action. Okay, so you can change shape only if there is a workbench nearby. So we'll put some steps here. Yeah, they don't seem to be doing anything with the foods. I don't think they need food. Yeah, that's still 8 slices. What's up, little piggy? All right, you're really darn cute. So I need to get a picture of you. Well, I need my pumpkin out of my hand first, and I can't do that with the HUD off. He's cute. Awesome. Well, there you go. There's some pigs. I wish you many happy adventures, pigs. I'll look into the notes. I don't know 100% sure what I need to do to make them multiply, other than just have them in nearby proximity. But that's a little bit of an introduction to the building system and animal husbandry. So I do have a ton of food over here. You can grind the wheat into flour and make bread, all kinds of cool stuff like that. It's a neat game. Go check it out. There'll be a link in the description, as always, to the Steam page. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.